trying out something new. We're going to invest in weekly put options and compare it with buy and hold. And I think I found the perfect stock to do it with. It's called TLT. It's the iShares 20-year Treasury Bond ETF. So you might be asking, what the heck is TLT? Well, here you go. It's essentially an exchange-traded fund that tracks the performance of long-term Treasury bonds. Part of the reason I think this ticker is so good for the strategy I'm going to explain is because of the price action. TLT has gone absolutely nowhere in the 1-year chart that I'm showing here, but it's also fluctuated wildly, which is kind of good for the strategy. When you look at the 5-year chart, it's gone slightly negative, which is also kind of good for this strategy. You don't want a ticker that keeps going up, because then you might as well just hold the stock instead of selling options. And finally, this ticker has a ton of volume. That's important because you don't want to get stuck in an options contract that no one else wants to pick up. Here's the background on what we're doing. When you buy a put contract, you're essentially betting that the stock will go down. So you make money when the stock goes down. Now, when we flip the situation, when you sell a put, you're essentially betting that the stock will go up, but just not by a ton. The price of the contract is circled in the chart, and the profit potential is essentially how much you sold the contract for. We're going to sell weekly put contracts, and if the stock goes below the contract price at expiration, we're going to take 100 shares of TLT and hold them. We have Robinhood pulled up. We'll search for TLT. We're going to click on Trade Options and select a week out, November 15th. Next, we'll sell a put that's around the 30 delta. That means it's around 30% chance of expiring in the money. In our example, it's the 91 put. We're going to hit sell. We're going to put in a limit order for $28. Now recall, if this thing expires in the money, we are going to take ownership of those shares. So they do have to take $9,100 of collateral. We're going to swipe up to submit, and our order is filled almost immediately. And $28 is actually a decent return for only a week of investing. Annually, that's about a 16% return. And finally, the profit loss curve for this trade is shown. Our max profit potential is 28. And if TLT goes below 91, we'll have to take ownership of 100 shares of the stock at $91 a share, regardless of what price it's at. At that point, I'll make another video to figure out what the heck we're going to do. Next week, we'll have an update video to see how it goes and what the next week's trade will be. Take care.